Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt pressured to change who you are just to fit in with a certain group or situation? How did that experience impact you and what did you learn from it? Hello, good people. Welcome back to the channel where we unapologetically embrace our true selves. My name is Akiela Galore. Today I want to dive into a topic that's close to my heart. Do not change to fit in. Be yourself. We live in a world where it's so easy to feel pressure to conform, to blend in with everyone else just to feel accepted. But let me tell you, fitting in is highly overrated. The magic lies in standing out and being true to who you are no matter what. So if you've ever felt like you need to change to fit into someone else's mold, this video is for you. I have broken this video down into 6 sections. Now let's begin. Section 1. The pressure to conform. Let's talk about the pressure to conform. Whether it's at school, work, or even among friends and family, there's always this underlying expectation to be a certain way. We see it everywhere. Social media, movies, and even in our everyday conversations. We're bombarded with images and messages that tell us how we should look, act, and think. But here's the thing. Conformity is a trap. It limits us, stifles our creativity, and robs us of the chance to express our true selves. When we try to fit in by changing who we are, we end up losing the very essence that makes us unique. Section 2. The cost of not being yourself. Now, let's be real for a moment. Not being yourself comes at a cost. It can lead to feelings of emptiness, frustration, and even anxiety. When we constantly suppress who we are to please others, we start to lose touch of our true selves. We might find temporary acceptance, but it's never worth the long-term consequences. Trust me, I've been there. Trying to mold myself to something that I'm not just to fit in only made me feel more disconnected and unhappy. Section 3. Embracing your authentic self. So, how do we break free from the need to conform? It starts with embracing our authentic selves. And I know it's easier said than done, but it's so worth it. First, get to know yourself. What are your passions, your quirks, your values? What makes you, you? Once you identify these things, own them. Don't shy away from what makes you different. Celebrate it out loud. Second, surround yourself with people who appreciate you for who you are. True friends will never ask you to change. They'll love you and support you, quirks and all. And remember, it's better to have a few genuine connections than to be surrounded by people who only accept a version of you that isn't real. Section 4. Real life examples. I want to share a couple stories with you. Think about Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, Rihanna, New York, etc., who have refused to change who they are, even if it wasn't the popular thing to do. They faced criticism, rejection, but they stuck to their guns. And guess what? Their authenticity not only earned them respect, but also paved the way for others to do the same. And here's a personal story. Back in Atlanta, I used to hang out around certain people I know that did not like me, just to fit in with a particular group. But it never felt right. It wasn't until I embraced my own vibe, then I started to attract my own tribe, and the people who loved me for exactly who I am. Section 5. The benefits of being yourself. This is probably my favorite section. When you stop trying to fit in and start embracing who you really are, amazing things happen. You'll feel more confident, more at peace, and more fulfilled. You'll attract people who genuinely appreciate you and not the version you think they want. Plus, there's something incredibly freeing about just being yourself. You don't have to keep up with the ever-changing trends or worry about whether people like the real you or not. Because when you're true to yourself, the right people will naturally gravitate towards you. We've all felt it at some point. That pressure to fit in, to mold ourselves into what others expect just to be accepted. But here's the thing. When you change who you are to fit in, you lose the essence of what makes you unique. The world doesn't need another copy. It needs the original you. Conforming might bring temporary acceptance, but it's never worth the cost. You end up hiding so many parts of yourself, feeling disconnected, and ultimately unhappy. You're probably unhappy because you're not being your true selves. The truth is, the people who truly matter will appreciate you for who you are, not who you pretend to be. So, instead of changing yourself to fit into someone else's mold, embrace your quirks, your passions, and your individuality. Stand out, be authentic, and trust that the right people will gravitate towards the real you. Remember, your power lies in your uniqueness. Don't dim your light just to blend in. Be unapologetically yourself and watch how the world starts to appreciate the real, vibrant you. I can't help but pay attention to the words that I'm saying, and it honestly feels as if I'm totally speaking to myself. But I'm speaking to you, the person who's listening right now. Do not change to fit in. Be yourself. It's something I had to learn. That's why I'm making this video. Because in today's society where we have social media conforming to certain aesthetics just to be a certain way, just so that you can fit into a certain lifestyle, so that you can be a certain person and have a certain status and be just all this BS. Never change who you are. Continue on your path of finding who you are deeply and innately. I believe that people can only love you as deep as they love themselves, and a lot of people are conforming to society. You can look through my YouTube channel and you'll see that I do not conform to society. I live a completely unorthodox lifestyle. Therefore, I can practice what I preach in telling you not to try to fit in with none of these people. People are just carbon copies of another. No one knows how to be their true authentic selves nowadays, and I honestly don't want that to be you. You can go through my YouTube channel and find lots of inspiration and get lots of other tips on how to just unapologetically be yourself at all times and never care what people have to think, because it's your life. Section 6. Encouragement and final thoughts. Here's my challenge to you. Stop trying to fit in. Stop worrying about what others think. Instead, focus on being the best version of yourself. The world needs your unique spark, your perspective, and your authentic self. Remember, you were never meant to blend in. You were born to stand out. So go out there and be unapologetically you, because that's where your true power lies. Thank you for watching, and if this message resonated with you, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who might need a little reminder to be themselves. Until next time, stay true, stay you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.